Yeah. So in the last class, I had said we would look into cell referencing in this class, right? Before we continue. So we'll just do that quickly and we'll continue with the order of the day. So when we're talking of cell referencing, we have two types of cell referencing. One, we have the relative, and two, we have the absolute cell referencing. Okay? Now, just to put it in a simple way, this is just to recall, this is a cell, an intersection between a colon and a row makes up a cell. When you're talking of cell referencing, you are talking of referencing a cell as literal or making reference to a cell, referring to a cell. That kind of thing. So these are cells. So if I'm talking of cell referencing, maybe I want to make reference to this cell or this cell and this cell. And of course, in carry out analytics, basically, what we do is, we have to reference cells to get our computations done. Enough of the definitions and the grammar. Let us do some practicals. So I'll start with relative referencing. It's something we've been doing. Just putting nomenclatures to it so we understand, because it's going to help us going forward. So we have a popular concept, name, mark, and percentage. Let us say the total score achievable is 1,100. Okay? So to find the percentage of this, how do we do it? Anybody? Okay, I'll just go on for now so that we don't dwell. So to find the percentage of that each person gets, it's going to be equal to the mark the person got, right, divided by the total mark. So, okay. So mark the person got equal to this, right? Divided by total score is 1,100. Then we have it in decimal place. If you come to this number section of the home tab and click on percentage, it gives it to you in percentage. And if we drag it down, we get everything in percentage, right? Drag it down, you find out that as we dragged it down, we had each of the marks referenced to themselves. So this formula referenced this H7, this other one, H8, H9, and all that. So that was how, but here we had to enter the 1,100 manually for it to be able to drag through. However, if we wanted to reference, say this score here, We do equal to this divided by this cell referencing and hit enter. Get our mark. But as we drag down, we get these errors. Let's see what happened. For here, it works. You reference H7 over I4? Yeah, which is the total score. Coming here, we have an error, right? Why do we have the error? Notice it referenced this, but then it went down. So it's no more referencing the total score. Same thing applies here, and so on. So as we drag down, the values, everything shifts. So here it's H7, I4. We come here, it's H8, I5, H9, I6, and on and on. Now, how do we do it such that this total score remains constant, right? Remains constant while we drag down. That is what we call absolute reference, or that is where absolute referencing comes in. Um, so to do that, equal to this divided by. Basically, what we want to do is that we want to lock this cell. We want to lock this particular cell so that when we drag it down, it's not going to move, right? So equal to this divided by this. So rather, after we select the cell we want to absolute reference or want to lock, like now we've selected I4, you hit the F4 button. If you select the F4 button, it puts a dollar sign in front of the I, that's the row number, the colon number, and in front of the colon alphabet, and then the row number. You can do this manually. You can put a dollar sign, then put your I, the dollar sign, and put your 4. However, why go through that stress? You click on the icon and then you select your F4 button. F4 is at the top of your keyboard. You'll see it there. For some of your keyboards, you may need to press Control or Function to select the F4, especially if you're using Dell computers, Dell laptops. Right, so if we do this, we hit the Enter button and we drag it down, we get our values. We check, this is referencing this. This is also referencing this. This is referencing this. This is referencing. So they are all referencing. So why this is going down? Because we did not lock it here. This other one remains at cell I4 because we've locked it. That's what absolute referencing is. If you remember the assignments we did, practice 1, there was a similar arrangement like this where we had this data, right? If we were to reference this cell in here to be basically equal to this, and then we lock it by pressing F4 as function 4 key, hit enter, and we drag it down, it remains same value. However, if we just put equal to this, drag down, you'd have some, it just keeps going down and referencing everything down. So in summary, relative referencing has to do with a continuous trend. Maybe you have two data sets like this, um, side by side. Perhaps this total score was here, and I wanted to get the percentage. And then this would be equal to this div- divided by this, right? So when you have you're working with data side by side each other, sure, why not? You would need to use the absolute referencing and the relative referencing. However, should it be something like a standalone here where there is one value, you may want to consider using the absolute referencing. Okay. Oops. What did I do here? Who can correct me? I'm having errors. What have I done wrong? Anybody? Hello? Henry, can you tell me where I missed it here? Why am I having errors?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi.
Okay, go back to that 85. Click on it on the reference sheet there.
Okay.
Okay, you did not log that the total score.
Oh, okay. So what do I do? How do I correct it? How do I fix it?
F4, F4, F4.
I just click on F4. Okay.
Yes.
Then
Then
enter.
press enter.
Okay.
Yes. Then do a drop down.
Oh, wow. Voila. Thank you so much. Great. So that is absolute referencing. So there's some other aspect of referencing where you can have a colon locked. Do we do that now? Okay, that's right. By the way, yes, so I just transposed this. So there is a copy option. When you copy stuff vertically, you can right click and paste. There's this icon transpose, right? And it gives you the option in a reverse order or inverted or transposed, as the name implies. Most times we have I didn't process. I hope I'll be able to. Okay, you know what? Perhaps let's absorb this. I wouldn't want to further complete. I wouldn't want to complicate this little knowledge we've gathered. I will just work with this, and in the next class, we would look at another aspect of cell referencing. So I will take it one step at a time. So we've looked at an aspect of relative referencing and absolute referencing. Just for heads up, we're going to also look at, so for this absolute referencing, you can remember this dollar sign represents lock. Okay? So here, double dollar sign, a dollar sign before the colon and a dollar sign before the row means we're locking both the row and the column. That means in this cell remains locked as we drag through. Then there is also, if you click on function F4 again, key F4, you see that there is just one dollar sign in front of the row. So here the row is locked and the colon is not locked. Click on it again, the colon is locked and the row is not locked. So there are some metrics. I wouldn't want us to get into it today. We would perhaps start with it on in our Thursday class. That's it. But I hope we grasp the idea behind relative and absolute referencing. Yeah, mostly absolute referencing is if you want to like stick to referencing a particular cell while you draw down. Any questions before we go on? None? Okay, so I would take it that we grasp that. Okay, back to our count ifs. Do we Can we all say that we are confident in count if? We are good with count if? I would want to take silence as a yes. I hope my assumptions are right. Okay. So we've looked at if, we've looked at count if. Now let us look at sum if. Before then, who can remind me what count if is all about? When do we use count if? Abdul Latif, are you there? No response. Okay. Daniel Ajayi, you're in the last class. When do we use count if? There will soon be a penalty for not unmuting your mic when you're called, but I'll announce it before the next class. Okay. Sammy, do you want to give it a shot? Count if.
Um, I wouldn't want to give it a shot. I had issues with the last class, but I'm watching the last videos and possibly next class on it. When next you ask me, I'll give you a response.
Okay, that's fine. So who's going to build the house? AD, you're active in the last class. Want to give it a shot? Yes, please. Let's go.
Okay, we use count. Good evening, everyone. We use count if we use count if to some range of numbers.
Okay. To some range of numbers. I'm not. Would you rather explain than define? Because you're saying we use count if to some range of numbers, and then I'm about to talk on some if, and I don't know what I'm going to be saying, if that's your definition. So would you prefer to explain?
Okay, what I mean by that, what I mean by range of numbers is in a particular sheet, count if goes for both the numbers and like the numerical values and the alphabetical values. It sums everything up together.
Yeah, that's like the count a function. Okay. So like examples, we took some examples in our last class where we okay.
Can I?
Oh yes,
Hello.
please. Okay. Blessing, let's have you first. I think you're muted first, then we'll go for home.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Hi.
Okay. Count is count the number of
You're
cells.
not so clear.
Can you hear me now?
Thank you.
Okay. Count is count the number of cells within a range that meets a particular criteria.
Count the number of cells within a range. So this is a range. Count the number of cells that meets a particular criteria. Okay, beautiful. For example, okay, thank you. So, Hope, can you give an example? Just continue from where she stopped.
Example from this sheet now. I think you want to count how many times the Republic of Congo appeared.
Well, okay.
Yeah, you
Okay,
want to
so
count how many times. I think that's how you can
the
use
bottle of Congo
counting
appeared.
to be able to get.
Okay.
I mean,
Should we give
for
it a
the
shot?
region, I'm talking about your. Hmm. I can't, no, I can't give that formula now, but I think
Okay.
that's what
Okay.
it does
Okay, so
to
explain, go
separate
on.
how many times maybe a particular item. I'm just saying for the country now, maybe a particular item appears. How many times it appears in the sheet or so. I think that's for me. That's the example I have.
That is very beautiful and simple. How many times it appears. To count how many times a particular item appears in a sheet, right?
Yes,
So
please.
that's basically like what Vessin said in a selected range.
Yes.
Yes. So let's try out this one for example. Republic of Congo.
Yes.
I'm just going to take Republic of
Pause.
Congo and perhaps keep it out here. So to see how many times Republic of Congo appeared in this country colon, we're going to equal to count if. So I'm going to say count if it is Congo, Republic of Congo that is there. So the first option in count is the range. So select the range you want to count from. I'll go to my sales records sheet
Yes.
and select the range, which is the country colon. Right. I
Yes.
put a comma and then I go back to the sheet one. For the criteria, I select the criteria, Republic of Congo, and I close it and I hit enter. So it shows that Republic of Congo appeared only one time on that sheet. Let us confirm manually. So if we go to this sheet and we say put a filter, how do we put a filter? Oh, do you remember?
Okay. To put a filter, I think you go to sort and filter, but you will do but I think the short form is Control Shift and L. Control Shift L.
Beautiful. Control Shift L. Okay. So there's a drop down on the country, and I'll just unfilter everything, or I could just search for Republic of Congo, type Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo. This is interesting. Republic of the Congo and Democratic Republic of Congo, are they two countries? I don't even know. So the same names, but different, the same country, but different naming convention. But anyway, we searched for Republic of Congo. So here we have it. Just one on the data. So our formula is correct, right? So simply put, when we're counting if, how many times an item appears in a selected range data. Thank you so much, Hope. Great work. Okay. Are we all clear? Do we have need for a refresher? Are we good? Any confusions? I'll just be taking silence as we understand. T, are you following?
Yes.
Okay, okay, great. James, yes, please.
Um, Good evening, everyone. So I have a question.
Please ask.
Okay. It's about the locking of the cell. I wanted us to, move on. Then I was trying and trying and trying, but it was not working. My
Okay.
F4,
Yes.
when I touched, it's Control Shift and F4, right?
No, 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 no. It depends on your computer. It depends on your monitor.
And
Which laptop do you use?
HP.
HP.
Yes, sir.
On your F4 screen, on your keyboard, where is the F4 located on the button? Is it at the top or in the middle or
At
at
the
the
top.
bottom? At the
At the
top,
top.
not in the
Yes,
middle.
sir. No, not in the middle.
Okay. So a trick I can do is so either you try function and that's F4, it should lock. Function key is Fn, usually at the bottom of your keyboard. Fn, click on it and click on the F4 together, or you try control.
Okay, sir.
It varies here.
Okay, sir. All right, sir.
All
Thank
right.
you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, so let us try out something new today. So we're going to count if. So sum if. What is sum if? Let's see how these guys will describe. So sum if adds the cells specified by a given condition or criteria. It adds the cells. Remember, count if counts the cells. Sum if adds the cells, additions, specified by a given condition or criteria. Um, so for something to be added, like it has to be values, right? So when you're talking of sum if or anything sum, it has to be values, it has to be numbers. That's where it heads up. Yeah. So let's look at the mapping, the guide. So for sum if we have range, we have criteria, and we have sum range. Remember for count if we just had range and we had criteria. Here we have the range, we have the criteria, and we have the sum range. The range would be, of course, the area of focus, the criteria, what you are looking for there, and then the sum range is the column you'll be summing. For example, we want to find, so okay, let us work with even these examples we had worked with before. So we want to see, let's say this is our business, right? This is the total revenue column. We want to know how much revenue we got from each of these food items. How much revenue did we get from each of these food items? Already we have these food items separated. So let me just so that I don't overwrite the other ones. We have these food items. Now we want to see how much revenue from each of them. These are insights. Remember what I had said earlier? When you see a data set, when you see data set, the first thing you should be looking at is to try to figure out what information can be gotten from this data set. So these are useful tips that we can get to help the company understand their market, understand the business, just giving insights so that they can make informed decisions. If you remember in the first class, we talked about different types of data analytics. We talked about descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, prescriptive, right? So who can tell me what type of analysis we are carrying out right now? And by the way, for the record, we have started analyzing the data, right? All these things we are doing, they are analyzing, getting insights from data, right? So you people are already data analysts. If you're able to do this, yeah. So congrats. So now we want to see the revenue gotten from each of these items. And to do that, we'll need the SUMIF function. Please let's pay attention. So equal to SUMIF. So SUMIF, the first criteria is the range. Remember, the range is the area you want to. The range is the area you take your criteria from. Exactly. So this is going to be our criteria. We want to sum how much foods are going to be food, baby food, cereal, right? So our range is where we're going to find these items, which is our item type. So the range, first thing is the range, second thing criteria, and then the sum range. So sum if, let's go for our range. Our range is our item type colon. I select it, and I put a comma. So not forget your commas. The next thing is the criteria. Now, what is our criteria? Because we want it to be dynamic, we'll go back to our sheet. Our criteria is the baby food. We select it and put our comma. Our comma separates. The third item is the sum range. That is, what are we summing? Our revenue. So we go to our sales data and select our total revenue column and close our bracket. And hit the enter button and we have this value. So let's look at this formula together. SUMIF, we have the range. The range is where we find the criteria. Remember, the criteria is basically what we are looking for. Yeah. So the condition from the sum range, from the data. So the range, the criteria, and the sum. Our criteria is these baby foods. So the range is where we're going to find these listings. If we're looking for, we're going to do for the regions, the other priority sales channel, we're going to do all of that right now with the sum range, right? But just understand, these are the criterias. Like when we want to know, when we want to look for the total revenue for each of the regions, these are the criterias. Where we'll find these criteria in our data set is the range. So range, criteria, and whatever we are summing is the sum range. Okay? So if we come back here, let's do with cereal. So we've done for baby food. Let's do with cereal now. So equal to sum if, basically we're telling it, if it is cereal, add the total revenue together for everywhere you see cereal on that sheet. So the range where we have cereal is our item type. Oops. So I would select the column where we'll find cereal, which is item type. Click on the comma. The next is the criteria. Our criteria, we go back to our sheet 1 and select serial because that is what we want to find. Then comma, the next thing is the sum range. What are we going to be adding up? Go back and do our total revenue and close. So simply put, it searches this column C for cereals. For everywhere cereal is, it takes the revenue from each of that cereal and adds it up and gives us our value. There we have it. Then of course we can drag down relative referencing and it applies to each of the cells. So there you have it. SUMIF. So let us try out an assignment right now or a classwork. But before then, let me take questions. Any questions? Please come again is a question. I didn't understand is a question. In fact, contributions, if you have some better way to do this, please tell me. If you don't understand, please tell me. I can go again 1 or 2 more times. Okay, everybody understands. So classwork.
Hello?
Oh boy.
Hello.
All right.
Oh,
Can you
sorry.
hear me?
Yeah, but who is talking? I can't.
Henry.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. Can we use group by to do this? Is it possible to use group by?
So we can explore that where we are on SUMIF, right? Right now we're learning SUMIF function. Or does the group by function fall under SUMIF? It's a standalone function, right? Yeah. So Sami, please. Oh, T. Okay, Sami will take you and
Yeah,
then we'll take T.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you working on two sheets. So does it mean you have to filter or you have to clean data or sheet and calculate on that separate sheet? You can't do it on different
Sorry, sir, I didn't get that. Come again,
sheets.
please. Come again.
To
You're
separate
breaking.
sheets. So, oh, network.
You're breaking. You're breaking, sir. Okay, so why Sami works on his network? T, you wanted to say something earlier? T,
Hello, good evening, everyone.
then
Sorry, Mr. Jason, please can you take that? Can you take it again, please? Because I got lost. I stepped out to do something, so I just got back. So,
oh, okay, there should be a fine for that.
oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I will send you the invoice after now. No problem, that's fine. I'll just take it one more time. So, SUMIF, the SUMIF function is used to add cells. It adds the cells specified by a given condition or criteria, right? So if we look at so basically adding cells based on conditions or criteria. Now, simply put, and this is a typical real life question, this company items, has different item types, right? And out of curiosity, we're deep diving into data, we're analyzing the data. We want to know the revenue. We want to know the total revenue generated from each of these items. Total revenue from each of those items, right? So, of course, this is a duplicate of items. We have these items listed in a unique way. Last class, we talked about how to remove duplicates, right? Either using the unique function or just copy, paste, highlight the items you want to remove the duplicates, go to data, remove duplicates, okay. And to keep the unique items. Now, maybe we want to find the revenue for each of these items in our data. So we're going to use the SUMIFS function. So the first thing, the range, of course, these are going to be our criteria. So basically, find these criteria in the range and sum the revenue. That's what we're trying to do. So the first thing is the range. SUMIF range. Our range is going to be item type because that's where those items fall under. Okay. That's where the criteria fall under. So we'll put a comma. Don't forget your commas. The next thing is the criteria. Select the criteria. I'll go back to my sheet where I have the formula and select the baby food, which is the criteria. And I use a comma. And the last is the sum range. Go back to the sales data. And since the sum range is what we are summing, which is the total revenue, close my bracket and hit enter. So what this has done is it has looked up baby food in the whole of this column C under item type, and anywhere it sees baby food, it gives the total revenue. It sums the total revenue from it and aggregates it. Let us do it manually and see. Put a filter, then select only baby food. We select this and it's a sum. I highlight this. So this is not going to work because when you're doing a sum under all these data sets, it factors in everything, whether filtered or not filtered. So a function that can be used is called subtotal. So subtotal, should have talked about this. Anyways, subtotal, you select the sum, the function, 9, and then the reference. So I think the reference is going to be okay. Let me make it L2 to L101. There you have it. So 10, 350, 10, 350, 327, 60. So it adds up. Another way to easily do a sum. Once you highlight numbers in Excel, if you look at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see summary. You see the average, the count, the sum. Yeah. So sometimes when you do your calculations, it's good to manually go and check them. just to validate what he did. So I'll just do this one more time for serial, then I'll drag the rest. So it's called sum if serial oh my god, no. I thought someone would correct me. Sum if the first thing is the sum range, baby items, correct, comma. Next is the criteria, which is serial, and then the sum range, what we want to add up, total revenue. Those are brackets and hit enter. We can drag this down and it's going to give us the values for each of the item types. Any questions? Well, do we understand? Okay, quick one. Let us take an example. I mean, a classwork. So can I have I want the total profit for each of these items. Please get to work, give me the values. Total profit for each of the items.
Hello.
Hmm.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Are you helloing for the answers? Give me the answers.
Yes.
Okay, Abdulatif, same for you.
Okay.
Wait. Listen, hold on. Just wait.
He said that we should look for total profit for
Yes,
all
total
the
profit.
items. But what are the
Sorry?
total costs?
I
I
said
think we
total
need
profit. I
total
did not
cost.
say total cost. I said total profit though. See
And
profit
before we
here.
can get total profit, we have to know the cost now.
No, so we have a colon. If you did the assignment the last time, you will have your total profit data here, right? So basically, we want to use this total profit colon to solve. Sorry, do you get? Mr. Abdulatif, do you get?
I didn't get you, please.
You did not get. From this sample sheet, from the sales sample sheet, we have a column for total profits already.
Oh, yes.
Yes, but perhaps, I mean, from the assignment, if you did the assignment, then I know you did.
I did it.
Yes, so you would have your column for total profit. If you don't have it, you can just
Yes.
quickly do the computation. So what I'm asking
I
for
have.
now is that I want the total profits per this item type.
Okay.
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 We did
Okay.
it for the revenue. I want for the profits. Okay, Blessing, you were saying. Blessing, you have the answers? Mr. Adewale, are you there?
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. Okay, so give me the profit for baby food.
Okay, profit for baby food
Is an echo.
is
Okay.
388
388
6644.
66 388 6644.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Thank you. So we'll wait for the others. Jeremiah,
Yes, I've done.
you done? Okay, give me for cereal.
For cereal, we have 22.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. 2,292,443.
Okay, thank you, Jeremiah. Okay, who else? Where is Messi? Where is AD? Where is Adeole? Where is
Hello,
Dami?
sir.
People are
Good
quiet.
evening.
Is that Messi?
Mercy. Yes.
Okay, Messi, you have an answer for me. Office supplies. Hello. Okay, I guess network. Who else is there?
Can I speak for the rest?
No, you cannot.
Sir?
No, you cannot. I need two more people that have not spoken to attempt. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Is
Good
that
evening.
Messi?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Office supplies.
Okay. Now, office surprise. 5 million.
Sorry?
5 million.
Mm-hmm.
929,000.
989,000.
929.
Okay.
Then 583.
Then what?
583.
583.
75
Okay.
kobo.
Hmm?
75 kobo.
There's an echo in your background, so it's affecting me here. But you said 75 kobo.
Yes.
So 5,929,583.75.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I hope you did this yourself, right, Messi?
Yeah, I did it myself.
Good, 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 good. Okay, AD, your hand was up. Please tell me. For household. AD has dropped his hands. Okay. James, please, yes. Please go on. Hello, James?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes. Household, please.
Okay, 7,412,605.71.
7,412,600 and what?
5.71.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Let us do this together now and see. It's correct. So equal to sum if the range. First of all, we select the range, which is the item type, comma. The next is the criteria, which is the baby food, comma. The next is the sum range, which is the total profit colon. Close it, hit enter. Then we drag it. So let me do a check. This is equal to this. True. Oh boy. Okay. So we have false, false, true, true. So lesson, why do we have a false here? Can you tell me? Jeremiah, warm up. Lesson, are you there? I'm sure you can hear me. Can you unmute?
Okay.
No, that echo, that echo, I guess you have two devices on. It is affecting the patient. You probably want to mute or reduce the volume of one.
Yes. I've
Okay,
done that.
tell me. So why do we have false? Jeremiah, why do we have false?
2, 3 points. Why?
Okay, I guess I didn't call, or maybe when I was calling that 0.43, I didn't call the Kobo, yeah, the decimal point of it, the 43, but that is what I got on my own side, anyways. So it's just the 43.43 that is missing, basically. So
Okay, listen, how about you?
I want to sum it again. Let me see if there is a mistake.
No, don't submit again. Look at this one and tell me what you observe. For the screen. As a data analyst, you want to pay attention to details. You want to look at. So compare your answer with my answer and tell me rating.
Can you click inside the cell? Let me see.
Sure.
I can't really dictate why it's showing false.
Okay. So you see, okay, AD, please. Let's have it. AD, your hand is up.
Okay, good evening, everyone. It's showing false because the profit is not correct. The figures on the profit is not corresponding with the figures on the checklist.
Okay. So which of them is correct? Which of them is wrong?
The profit is correct.
The check is wrong.
Yes.
So you're saying your teacher is wrong. Hmm? Eddie, you're not saying anything again. Tell me to my face that I'm wrong.
Maybe I don't have the guts to say so.
You can send it on the chat. Okay, James, your hand was up.
Excuse me, please.
Oh, yeah, excuse. Go on.
I just understood what I'm seeing there. I think you made a mistake from what I got.
Okay.
Yes. You wrote 644. Maybe from my echo. From what I saw here is
You told me
643.770.
644. I what you
No,
told me.
no, no. It's 643.
I recorded
388.
this thing. Don't worry. After we'll go back to the recording and see.
I can I can just snap the thing and show you.
Let me rewind this recording and show you that you said 644. But how would I just make up 644? And why didn't you oppose me the first time?
No, I didn't even see it. I just understood where you entered blessing and the check.
Okay. All right, James, your hand was up. Thank you, blessing. No Allah.
All right.
Okay, just to go on, so we don't dwell so much on this. Like I had mentioned, in this class, we are going to be very hands-on. We're going to be practical, real-world scenarios, real-world experiences. You'd experience situations where your calculations are not corresponding with as should be with the actual with they're not going to be what is expected to be. And you have to have this analytical mindset. You have to pay attention to details to be able to decode what the issue is on its own. Okay? Now, these two people, when they gave me their computations, their sum, they gave it to me like in this format, in the general format, right? Where they were just whole numbers. Whereas when I changed it to and then added the commas, the accounting format in all, it gave the actual values with the decimal places. So on their own, they are not wrong. The only thing is when they did the computations, it just gave in a whole number format, right? So if like okay, if I remove these zeros now, if I remove the decimal places from these ones, um, I mean they become the same. They round up to the nearest whole numbers, right? So you were not wrong. None of you were wrong. You were all correct. However, it was just the decimal places that missing that I had the issues. Here, if you're rounding up 0.43, it's not up to 5, so it remains on 443, just like this. And for 0.7, it's above 550, right? So it rounds up to 44. That's why you have these values. So these little things, you may put a check to know if you're correct or false, and then, oh, what could be happening? How could I have got it wrong? But yeah, basic checks, right? So pay attention to details at every point of the way. I hope we got that. So well done, guys. Any questions? Lesson has sent her evidence, so cool. So quick one, another assessment. Which which sales channel had the highest revenue, and what was the value of the revenue? Your time starts now.
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Which sales channel in our data had the highest revenue? And what was the revenue? Question number one. Sorry?
Cosmetics.
No. No. Let me type it. Question number one. Which sales channel from our data set had the highest revenue? Question number two. What was the revenue? Question number three. What was the percentage percentage revenue?
So, can I speak for the revenue on?
Answers.
Sir?
Like, give me an answer.
Yes.
No. Please don't. It's too quick. Just wait. Let other people. In fact, no. Let everybody attempt. How will you give me an answer before I finish asking the question? Do you understand the question? I'm deliberately putting it this way. Like, I want us to think. I don't want to just make it easy for you, show you this, do this. I want answers. Please, your answers should be just place your answers on the chat box. Except Jeremiah. Jeremiah, don't answer yet. I'm suspecting you. So I'm going to give 3 minutes for this calculation, 1 minute per question. Is it too small or too much? Please, everybody must answer. I'm going to. Sorry, had some network outage. So please post your answers on the chat. You can answer one after the other. When you get the sales channel, you answer the sales channel with the highest revenue. When you get the revenue value, you answer, and so on and so forth. One more minute. No pressures. Hey, my goodness. Highest revenue, very, very good. Oh no, oh no, oh no. In fact, I'll be responding at once. The question is, which sales channel from our data set had the highest revenue? I did not say which item type, which sales channel. Okay, I'm not getting answers. Has anybody solved it?
You will collect your normal data.
Hello? Did you say something? Hello? Please, even if your answer is correct and your presentation is not correct, you're just putting anything else anyhow. I'll not accept. Wrong. Anybody with challenges? Please, we have in fact we have to learn one more function today. Oh. We cannot come and learn only some if today. But we have to learn two more. I don't understand the answers that I'm seeing, though. Ladies and gentlemen, I have asked what sales channel from our data set had the highest revenue. Number one question, nobody has given me any answers to number one question. I cannot see any answer. Number one is this.
Hello, good evening, sir. Can I come in on that? My network is very bad from here.
Yes, 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 please. Please go on. Please shoot.
Okay, so the highest sales channel for the revenue, online and offline got same share, 50 on the both of them. Then for the total revenue,
50
for the
what?
total revenue,
You said they got total share, same share.
yes, 50 for offline, 50 for online.
Okay, I'm guessing you mean the number of orders. So like that's a
That's
count
that's
if.
that's yes, number of question one. Which sales channel from our data set had the highest revenue? Question one. The both of
Okay.
them are same 50 on 50 offline, 50 online. Then for the second one, which was the revenue. The revenue offline got the highest total revenue, which is 79,790,940,80920.
Okay.
Then on the offline is 57,677,117,631.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Forgive me, Jeremiah, please, you can post. You can post now. Please.
Can
Don't
I
vex now.
post
I said
or can I
post.
say?
No, post. I want to hear your deep voice. Post, people. Thank you, Eddie. So I'm seeing baby food, I'm seeing cosmetic. These are not sales channels. Okay, thank you all. Thank you. Good attempt. I love what I'm seeing. Please keep the sending coming. Wait, wait, wait. Mr. Morris, Mrs. Hope. See, I'm not where are the it's only blessing I'm seeing for the ladies. What's happening?
Oga Jessa,
Sir,
your boy is here. Your boy is here.
I'm not seeing action on the chat box. What's
Oh,
happening?
okay.
The
Nothing
network?
much, nothing much. So no network. I'm just observing.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Adewale, where are you? Okay, okay, okay. Great work, everybody. Great work. Let us look at it together. So the first question was which sales channel from our data set had the highest revenue? Now, this is our data set, right? And then there's a colon for sales channel. So which sales channel had the highest revenue? So the first thing to do is to take note of like how many sales channels there are. They're just two, online and offline, right? So I'll take online and offline. I could just, since they're just two, take it to a sheet. First. So we want to know the highest revenue for, these are the two sales channels. From this column sales channels, that's where we have them, offline and online. So for online, let us see the revenue equal to sum if the sum range is column D, comma, the criteria is online, and then the sum range is total revenue, LL. We hit enter and we get our values. If we do a drag down, we get that of offline too. And we change the formatting to incorporate the commas. We can easily see that for offline, we had 79 million versus online 58 million, right? So number one answer is which sales channel from our data set had the highest revenue? Offline. That was the sales channel. The second question was what was the revenue? So this was the revenue. And then what was the percentage of total? So if we sum this, then we want to know our percentage. That's sum, right? Total. So total percentage equal to amount divided by total. This was this in decimal places. And if we go to our number section of our home tab and click on the percentage, it gives us 58%. And there we have it. So let's see who got it. Samuel tried. I think we got it. Great job. Dami, good job. Jeremiah, good job. Okay. So please let's feel free. Did we all understand this? AD, yes, sorry, AD, you did a good job too. Mentioned. Does anybody not understand how we got this? Do we have challenges? Now is the time to ask. We all understand it. All understood. Okay. That is fine. So let us do another one. So I deliberately did not come to this sheet to show us sales channels. I wanted us to think, oh, from the data set. I almost did not even add the data set. From our data set, which sales channel? So we're to go and look for the sales channel. Okay. So which region made the lowest profit? Which region made the lowest profit? I'm tempted to put fastest finger gets 5K. But I know Jeremiah will now come and give the answer before I finish asking the question. So I'm not doing any fastest finger. Or Samuel. Don't get it. So which region had lowest profit? I guess we are solving. Mr. Adewale, please, I want to see an answer from you. Please, I want to see a response from you for this question. Thank you. It is personal now. Fastest finger gets a round of applause from me. And a standing ovation.
Sub-Saharan Africa.
Jeremiah.
North America.
I like that.
So you said
So,
profits, right?
North
sorry?
America. Yeah.
So I said
North
profits.
America.
I'm hearing cross answers now.
Hello, sir.
Region, please hold on. Just stay, don't
Not
North
disturb.
not
America.
not America.
Region with lowest profit. So,
Hello, sir.
Sub-Saharan
Okay,
AD.
North
lowest.
America.
Africa,
AD. North America.
North America. So AD, Abdul, Latif. Who else said North America? Only Jeremiah.
North America.
No, it's not America. It's not America. No,
No,
Sub-Saharan Africa
person has
is the
gone to
highest.
the
Is the highest.
person has been registered. There's no overwriting here.
No, I thought it was highest. Sorry.
No, has already been submitted. Okay, Dami, James. Hmm. Oh, where was I typing? Okay. Please, if you're getting a different answer, do not be intimidated by other people's answers. Even if 10 people say North America, see Jerry standing his ground on Sub-Saharan Africa. Lowest, company with lowest profit. Please.
North America.
Nobody is saying Asia. Why? Okay. So let us see together the region with the lowest revenue, with the lowest profit, rather. So let's copy our regions. So we'll just easy here. I'll call this lowest profit. No, I'll call this profit rather. So equal to no, who's gonna guide me? See, can you guide me through this? You've been quiet.
Okay, let's go.
Eddie,
I'm up.
Eddie, Eddie, off your mic. Your spirit is high. Everybody must be carried along. See, are you up for this? Hope, are you up for this?
Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Some if
Okay. Um, Abdul, Latif, let's go. Let's do it together.
okay. Is equal to
Okay.
some if
Okay.
So we go to the sample sales and record.
So for range.
Yeah, for range. So we take the region, comma.
Region colon. Yeah.
Yes, comma. So yes, come back to the sheet. Take the Australian. We can take that. Let's take the first one as Australia and put comma, and then go back to the what are we looking for? The profit. So and then close our bracket.
Okay, I select the profit.
Yeah, close our bracket.
Close bracket. Hit enter.
Enter. So let's drag it down.
So our lowest.
North America is North America.
So North America is region with the lowest profits. Okay, great. So everybody that said North America, where the congratulations, those that are here and not. And the sub-Saharan Africa people. Oh, yeah. So great. Well done, everybody. Yeah, Jeremiah, don't mind me. I'm teasing you. I know you got it right. Okay, so we have touched on SUMIFS. For an assignment, let us know other priority. So for each of the other priorities assignments, I will not type this again. Let's take notes. For other priority, I'd like to know the total revenue, total cost, and total profit for the other priority. Okay. This is going to be amongst other assignments that will come. This is just one from here. Total revenue, total cost, and total profit for each of the other priorities. Okay. Do we have any questions on the SUMIFS function right now? Anybody? Or if you do not understand what we did here, please feel free to ask. Okay, so I take it that we all understood it. You guys are doing so well. I mean, I'm impressed with how fast you are understanding these things. Great job. Just want to encourage everybody, beyond the 2-hour sessions we have twice in a week, beyond 2-hour sessions we have twice in a week, please practice when you go back, revisit the videos, practice, do the assignments. If you have questions, still you don't understand, come back and ask. Okay, then we would wrap it. We are really taking our time to go step by step, function by function, and yeah, it only gets better. Please feel free. The goal is for us to grasp everything, yeah? Okay. So that me assignment again. For the other priority, would want the total revenue, total cost, and total profit for each other priority. Okay. If you do not have this, if I don't know if everybody has this worksheet. If you do not have it, please indicate on the group so that it can be resent. Okay. I know some people joined afterwards. I'm not sure if everybody has. Please, if you don't have it, just mention on the group and add resend. Okay. So let us look at two more functions. Rather, one more function today, and a simple function. This is the if error function. Maybe if NA. Let's look at the if error and if NA. Let's use our cell referencing data. Let's see. Okay. So the if error function is a function that is used when oh the if error function is a function that is used when you want to how do I put it? When just to address errors in a formula, right? So if error, so it's more of a computation. If error, then do so and so, or replace with some other value. If you look at it called if error, so it returns value if error, if expression is an error and the value of the expression itself otherwise. Basically, if the return on the value is an error, it does what you tell it to do. Let's take an example. So it's usually appended maybe at the beginning of a computation. Like if there's an error, I'd want to put maybe 0 as the value. So it's have to equal to if error. So basically, if error is listed in front of a formula, like ideally our formula to get the total score, or rather the percentage, is equal to this over the total score, right? And we drag it down, we have these errors. Now I want to put the if error function such that if there is an error, if the return is an error, it should replace it with 0 instead of giving me the error marks. So I'll start with equal to if error. If error, then I'm going to put my formula, this over this. I'll not put, so that is for the value. The value is like the formula, whatever you're computing, comma. So now value if error. So for the if error for function, you have value and value if error. So for the value, I've put this computation, mark divided by total score. I put a comma, the next mapping is value if error. So if this calculation is an error, what should it return? I put a 0. And I close the bracket, hit enter. Now if I drag down, you put 0 for every item that has an error. It can be anything you want it to be. You can put maybe check. Remember, if you're putting text inside formulas, you put it inside quotation, double quotes. So check. So this is helpful sometimes for if errors. It's helpful for you to make reference to your data set. If the return is going to be an error, just put a check. So I can come back and check why there are errors in each of them. I can readdress it. Oh no, it moved when it's supposed to be in M10. So I can easily adjust it and work on my errors. So that is what the if error function does. There's also the function called if NA. NA means not applicable. So sometimes you get errors like if NA, especially when it does not, the value does not appear. Most times, if NA errors come, rather NA not applicable errors come when some data is non-existent somewhere. I don't know how to discharge the burden. But let me see if I can simulate an NA error. It's usually something like this. So let me try. If NA value if true. Okay, nice. So NA errors are usually like this. So there are also errors. So this if error is going to work for the if NA. If NA is going to work for itself also. So they are basically checks for errors where if your computation is going to give an error, gives an error. If it's an NA error, NA is not applicable, like I said earlier. If it's a not applicable error, you could put a condition. In the course of learning, I think when we get into lookups, VLOOKUPs and all that, we're going to see some applications of NAs not applicable. When we're looking up values from a data set and they don't exist, they'll give NA errors. So we can look at how we can factor in not applicable formulas to these values. However, don't dwell on them. Just know these basics. If error, if NA. Yeah. So I think I'll just, do we have questions? Sorry, this was just Jared. This was just me trying to not just do some if today, right? To do other things. And I want to assure you, we're going to enter some really interesting parts as it goes further. So just keep pressing on, keep being consistent, and you're going to have fun. I assure you. So do we have any questions? No questions? Okay. If there are no questions, I think it would be good time to call it a night for tonight. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to reshare the sheet on the WhatsApp platform. Please access. Oh, for the assignment again, for this first part, I said for the other priority, find the total revenue, the cost, and total profit for each other priority. I think I'm just going to post it on the group then, so that would not say. Find it, so get yourself on a second sheet in the same data set and submit. By tonight or tomorrow, no fails, I'm going to share complementary assignments along so that we can continue them. Okay, thank you everybody.